What is up, guys? Today we have another very special video for you guys. I'm going to be coming at you guys with a what I would invest my first $1,000 into if I were to start over again. And this is going to be based around my personal beliefs of if I were to start over again with the knowledge I have now, what I would be buying. So this is going to be a very small portfolio. I know a lot of you guys are just looking to get into the market, and this is kind of what I would do. I do want to start this video with two things. First of all, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see next, and then hit that link in the description for our WAP. That'll send you guys to our free and paid Discord. But secondly, I want to start this by saying if you are a new investor, please take into consideration this is a risky portfolio. I do want to just put a stamp on that, letting you guys know that this isn't really what I would actually go for. This is what I would do if I want to make some quick money, which I know a lot of you guys are going for. There is some risk, but I am highly, highly confident in these stocks. I wouldn't be putting them on here if I did not expect them to go up, guys. And I'm going to talk you guys through what I think about that here. And we're going to start this with 5 main stocks here. They're all small caps and they all have some risk, so know that. We have 5 stocks, meaning there is going to be 200 put into each stock in this video, just for our little example portfolio of $1,000. First, we're going to start it off with Oscar. This is the only boring one here. You guys know Oscar. I just want to put this in the video because it is a staple in all portfolios right now in the premium. Everyone should be owning Oscar. We bought HIMS with this exact setup, and now HIMS is pushing all-time highs again, up $37. So there is a clear-cut setup that we're looking for, and it is this cup and handle, which we have seen with HIMS time and time again, and then other things like Palantir, and then we'll talk about other stocks today that have the same setup. But I do fully expect a base case of 179% return on Oscar. The Fibonacci extension is shooting for that, and then my actual prediction is 164%, coming in at that 45-48 range, and we're currently sitting around 1721 right now, so that is a pretty great return to see, and I do believe that that is coming. And then our bullish case would be 305%. Oscar being up 305% would do all of us some crazy justice, and I think that this chart is well deserving of it. Financials are growing, everything behind it is growing, and this setup is looking explosive, guys. Best setup on the market right now. If you guys do not own Oscar, make sure you guys get in. Next, we're going to start with SoFi. This is going to be the second stock on the list. Another, kind of jaggedy cup and handle here, but nonetheless, they did get that breakout, and it is moving higher. Switching over to the weekly, you can see this bullish wedge coming down. You popped out of that, and now what I think we're doing is we're just kind of maybe going to go for a retest or just make a higher low. So we could do something like this and move higher. I'll highlight this in orange. Where we either come back and retest and move higher, or maybe we find a higher low somewhere around here and then just move higher from there. Either are going to be very bullish. I do expect SoFi to move up in the long term, and I'm going to show you guys my targets right here. As you guys can see, if I pull my targets here, they are pretty nice, up 119% at that first target, the 1618 to 3458. And then if we get bullish here, we could maybe see something like a 200% return up to that 47-48 range. That is a bit of a stretch with the way SoFi trades. It's a bit slower of a name, but when it does get going, it has weeks, where it was up 100% in 2 months. And then next, guys, we're going to have GRRR. This is going to be the third stock on today's list. And then switching over to the weekly, you can see this beautiful bull flag setup. And then we're also holding this trend line here. I like the way we're touching EMAs. And then this is also the 618 and the 0.5 here that you are tapping into. So I do expect a move higher to come. And looking at our price targets here, I'm going to have to draw them out. You can see drawing from a high to a low to a high. Highlighted in blue here, you can see that we have a base price target of 250%. 250% for our base target, and then a bullish target of 415%. I think that is totally possible. It is a bit of a stretch talking from today, but come summer, when everything is in full swing, you could definitely see something like a $70 price target. They have really good contracts coming in with the US government, so I like them to make some kind of Palantir-like move and just follow the hype based around Palantir as well. Not even trying to be a competitor, just trying to be a solid number 2 behind them. I really do like this setup, and I do plan to get in. And this is GRRR, Gorilla Technology Group. Next, we're going to have Grab, GRAB, and you can see here just a beautiful bullish flag right here. And then you're coming up to your EMAs, both of them here. I like to see this is the 0.5 retracement, and then down here at the orange is the 0.618. I would ideally like to see you hit that 0.618. That would confirm to me that the next move is going to be the biggest. And realistically, something like that would take you from wave 1 being right here to this being wave 2 down to this orange, and then wave 3 would be your biggest. And I'm going to leave this up here, guys, because I believe if we do get down to that 618, this is the move that will happen, and I do expect this 100% to happen. Maybe it is even something like this where we do just follow this trend line down and then pop. Maybe we get a little bit below it, something like that. But I do think we just come back, test this $50 or 50 EMA, and then move higher off of that golden retracement, which is normally what happens in the Elliott wave theory. So I do expect that to happen. And then realistically, something would happen where you come back down. This is your wave 4. And then wave 5 again takes you to that 2618. This happens way more than expected. It looks like these charts, I'm just drawing lines, and that is what I'm doing, but it really is this simple once you understand the math behind it. This will take our targets up to 884 and then 1162. We can draw out our price targets here. From where we are today, that would bring us up 92% for our base case, and then our bullish case would be up 153%. So that does leave us with a pretty good return. And then this would be a nice spot for us to hold our $200. Next, guys, getting into our last stock here, we're going to have Rigetti. Rigetti Computing, I am very bullish on. They did have a recent slip not too long ago. Switching over to the weekly here, I'm going to scroll out. But you can see they had a pretty rough week not too long ago. But prior to that, they were up 2,000% in a month. I'm not saying I think something like that can happen again, but I do expect something like maybe 100, 200, 300% return, and we'll talk about that in our price targets. We did come back down. We got into this demand zone, and we bounced off of it, off of our EMA as well. And then you can also see that we are using this gap to push off of, and then we have a gap to fill above. So I do like the idea of moving up higher here. And then drawing out our price targets here, this will put us at 39.40 for our main price target. This is our bearish case, thinking that we're still up almost 200%. And then going to our bullish case, we can see something like 350%. I do like the idea behind this. I think it is totally possible. It really just depends on how far computing can go. It really only would take maybe 1 or 2 bullish articles to come out, and you can see Rigetti up again. When you think back, they really did blow up 2,000% in months, and around 2 or 3 months off of just some computing news from Google. So something like that can definitely happen again. And once again, I expect an Elliott wave theory like move where you do have your initial first wave here, right here. You know, you're coming back, retesting, and then moving on, and then maybe you retest again and move higher. And something like that happens, you know, over and over again, especially with growing companies like Rigetti. They do just continue to grow and grow and grow. So I expect something like this to happen. I expect this $30 price target to happen somewhere around mid to late summer at the latest. I do think this could come, you know, as early as March if there is a bullish sentiment behind it. But that, guys, is going to be the top 5 stocks that I would put my money into if I were to reinvest my first $1,000. We had Oscar, Rigetti, Grab, GRRR, and SoFi today. I just want you guys to know that I would really recommend, if this is your first time investing, make sure you guys do put at least 25 to 50% of your account into a you know, savings of some sort, and you know, title that with VU, SPY, QQQ, IWM, something like that, even VUG, stuff like that, just to give yourself some security and something to fall back on if you know, profitability doesn't come right away, because for most traders, including myself, it didn't. Other than that, guys, that is really going to be all from me. Make sure you guys do like, subscribe, and turn that bell on for more videos. And then also get in that description down below and click our links to our free and paid Discord. You guys can choose whichever one to join up through. And then lastly, make sure you guys comment down below, what stocks would you guys have maybe left out or put into this? Where are you guys going to be putting your first $1,000, or what would you do if you guys started all over again? I do want to hear from you guys down below. But that was what I would do with my first $1,000 if I had to start over. And then let me know what you guys have to say about that down below. See you guys in the next one.